Let me hide this. Come on. There's got to be some firewood around here somewhere. It's so cold.
I think there's some trees around here. But how
Maybe.
would we chop them down?
We don't. Maybe there's some on the ground. I think maybe we need to go a little more this way. It's so cold.
Two, one.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Wait.
Wow. It's an Metropolis paradise. Wow. Wowzers.
Hey, let's build a sandcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Fill the bucket with sand. Fill the bucket.
I don't have a.
I have one.
Oh, okay.
Redheads, am I right? The redder the hair, the more annoying they are. Yo, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke.
No, I'm planting. Fiddle around in your garden. You're in the garden. All right.
Action.
The more the merrier.
Go.
Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Hey, stop adding that.
You know, when you pepper in it.
Use
No.
more of this. No.
Action.
Pool party time. This about to be epic.
Wait. Can I join?
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah. Tell us my shrug.
Action. Shrug.
What's the matter with you?
200, 200!
Who are you?
Death!
Alpha Sigma Beta Man.
What's up, YouTuber? Wanna play another YouTube video?
No, I'm here for something else.
Death!
3, 2, 1, go. There you go. That's great.
This is your captain, and we're ready for takeoff, so please, buckle those seatbelts. That was a really easy flight.
Yeah.
You know, man, when I'm with you, I feel like I don't have to worry about anything. I hope you're just as good at the landing as you are at flying.
The what?
Where are you going?
Don't you know? Most airplane accidents happen during landing.
Cubism began in 1907 and has continued to modern day, though it's much less popular than it was originally. It began with Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque. It's defined by the use of simple shapes put together to create an image. Originally, it was mostly made out of people, but they decided to change it to images to keep it fresh. Cubism's unique way of making art broke many traditional art rules and led to the creation of several new, more abstract art forms such as futurism, abstract expressionism, and constructivism.
Propaganda was first seen in World War I, when they were trying to get people to enlist in the army and buy war bonds to fund the war. It slowed down, but still was relevant before World War II, but once World War II started, it boomed again to get people to enlist in the army. Now it's not as noticeable as it's used in the modern day, because there's a lot more techniques that they use to make it less subtle.
Constructivism was from 1950 to 1934. It was based out of Russia. It was more abstract art, and it was made for people in more populated areas. It was for people who wanted more aesthetically pleasing art, and it was made with like shapes and that type of stuff. And it was based out of Russia. I've already said that. Russia! But that's it. Thank you.
Write it.
Okay, constructivism, contrary to popular belief, is actually from 1919 to 1934. And it is an art form that is tied deeply to communism. You can identify it through its strong use of shapes and colors and bold designs. It was mainly in the USSR, and it was influential on graphic design because it spread the utilitarian use of typography. So it's like straight letters and clearly readable. And the Stenberg brothers were thought to have kickstarted the popularity of film posters and that kind of look, and just the genre as a whole.
Art Deco is a style inspired by Cubism. It was popularized in the 1920s. However, it was originated in France in 1858. Named Art Decoratif, which means decorative arts in French. It flourished in the US and Europe in the 1920s before the First World War, as told here. It's a unique art style. It uses simplistic lines, a simplistic gold and black or darkened color palette. It uses some very, very rich materials like silver, gold, jade, obsidian. It's a symbol of wealth, shown by its golden trims and extravagant style. And it is a rather rare art style to see out in the day nowadays. Due to its expensive pricing, it is not capable of being mass-produced as easily. Thank you.
This is propaganda. Mine's World War II specifically though, because Jerry already did World War I. So it's been around for like hundreds of years, as you can see, but it was most prominently used in World War II. Used art imagery convinced the viewer to contribute or join something. So a lot of it was really colorful to catch the eye. It was also like really biased for the country. So, yeah.
What were the relations?
So you're using me as a you're a terrible guy.
I got to New York school in the 1940s. That was an era. It's an era after World War II to 1950s, you know, the very beginning. It's where World War II ends. Crazy. That was the creation of the atomic bombs. The start of the Cold War. It's also when women start mainly working in big jobs in order to pay for their family. And the creation of the first digital computer happens. A lot of it is very bold in order to catch the eye of like moving forward with happiness, and then you have some of it which is very dark in order to represent World War II. A lot of these are very expensive besides the ones that don't have a name. I know this one is a minimum of $160,000 auction. And then these two you have to contact the owner specifically because there's not a named signature. And that's it.
Psychedelic art is like an off branch of abstract art, but it's like more bright and it's like all about confusion. It's like mixed up shapes and images inside shapes and images. It always has like bright colors. The colors in abstract and psychedelic art are bright and the shapes are confusing. It's not supposed to have a meaning besides being confusing and having bright colors.
What is the relation?
Abstract art.
So the Swiss style was popular between 1950 and 1960. It incorporated like basic shapes and a lot of text. And usually the text was arranged very uniquely compared to other art styles. And it's a very flexible style. It can be used in abstract art or day-to-day visuals, and it helped people realize that a style doesn't have to be particularly like complex or advanced to be a good art style.
Surrealism was from 1924 to 1966. It was described as a movement to release the art of the unconscious mind. There was a lot of everything really. There was bright colors, dark colors. There was a lot of free space, and then in the next picture there wasn't. It was used mainly to show dream-like scapes, like things that shouldn't happen even in the unnatural world, but they do in these paintings. Usually there wasn't much meaning. They were just kind of made to be made and to have a new art style.
The earliest human markings is like the first form of art, and they'll use black and red pigment to make the paintings and all that. And each painting would tell a story and have symbolic representation.
Chinese woodblock was used in ancient China, and it's a process of carving the text onto a block of wood and then rubbing ink on it to print it on paper. And because it allowed a lot more people to read, it increased literacy rates in China.
Alright, mine's the invention of paper. It was a thin material traditionally made from a combination of mill plant and textile fibers. And then it was brought to Europe and then replaced by animal skin, and that's what made it. And then it was invented in 105 AD and by a Chinese man. And then that affected the invention of faster printing and more like efficient systems. And that's the artwork.
Alright, so I did the medieval times era. It took place around 476 AD, and then in between 14,000 and 1450. A lot of the artwork here is a bunch of religious stuff. For example, like this thing is supposed to be this kind of cathedral, and then a lot of it's just religious artwork.
I'm from the Renaissance, and basically it was just like a period in which they used a lot more color and value than in the time before. And like the medieval times, it has a lot of religious stuff. That's whenever the Mona Lisa was made too.
Who's next?
This is the Gothic 1800s art. They use like realism and Romanesque art to display like realistic rendering and like more complex like perspective and poses, and they use darker colors.
You can recognize the art by the abstract expressions and primary colors. The modernism era is important because the idea was created